Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter-dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we're talking about the United States Connecticut State Quarter from 1999. And trust me, this isn't your average 25-cent coin. Let's start with a bit of background. In 1999, the U.S. Mint launched the legendary 50 State Quarters program, a bold move to honor each of the 50 states with its own unique coin design. Connecticut was the 5th state to be featured, and what a tribute it received. This quarter showcases the famous charter oak, an ancient white oak tree that played a key role in colonial American history. According to legend, Connecticut's royal charter was hidden in this very tree to keep it out of British hands. A symbol of defiance, freedom, and clever resistance, the charter oak makes this quarter not just currency, but a story in metal. But as we know in the world of numismatics, it's not just about history or design. It's also about rarity, condition, and the fascinating world of minting errors. While millions of Connecticut quarters were struck in 1999, only a select few have become the holy grails of collectors. Why? Because of unique mistakes made during the minting process. These aren't just worn coins. We're talking about rare, almost myth-like mint errors that slipped past quality control and made their way into circulation. Some of the most sought-after versions of this coin include those with off-center strikes, double die errors, and clipped planchets. Imagine seeing the image of the charter oak slightly shifted or doubled, giving the coin a ghostly and unusual appearance. Or spotting a coin that wasn't cut correctly, with part of the quarter literally missing from the edge. These types of flaws are incredibly rare, and when found on early state quarters like the one from Connecticut, their value skyrockets. Collectors love these kinds of errors because they're like nature's quirks. They weren't meant to exist, but somehow they do. And the best part? These errors aren't always obvious at first glance. A coin you might dismiss as ordinary could, in fact, be an uncut diamond just waiting to be discovered. That's the thrill of coin collecting, the excitement of uncovering a valuable piece hiding in plain sight. Now here's where things get really exciting. While a regular Connecticut quarter from 1999 might be worth face value or just a couple of dollars in circulated condition, the rarest versions, especially those in pristine, uncirculated mint state with dramatic errors, have caught the attention of serious collectors and auction houses. These are the coins that send shockwaves through the collecting world. One of the most valuable Connecticut quarters ever recorded featured an extremely rare double die error with strong doubling on the tree branches and date. Combined with its flawless condition, it was certified by top grading services and put up for auction. The final hammer price? A staggering $83,000. Yes, you heard that right. $83,000 for a single quarter. A coin that could have been sitting in your change jar, used to buy a gumball, or lost between couch cushions. So next time you come across a 1999 Connecticut State quarter, don't overlook it. Grab a magnifying glass, check for any unusual features, and handle it with care. You never know what you might be holding. Top 2, we're talking about the Virginia State quarter from the year 2000. A coin packed with history, mystery, and potentially a massive payday. Let's rewind for a second. The year 2000 marked the second year of the United States Mint's 50 State Quarters program, a monumental project that celebrated each state with its own unique design on the back of a quarter. When it came time for Virginia's release, the design honored a pivotal moment in American history, the founding of Jamestown in 1607. At the reverse of the Virginia quarter features the 3 ships, the Susan Constant, the Godspeed, and the Discovery, that brought English settlers to the New World. These ships represent the birth of the first permanent English settlement in America. And even in miniature form, the design is breathtaking. The detail on the sails, the movement of the ships, and the engraving of the year 1607 to 2000 all come together in a design that feels both historic and majestic. But the real magic of this coin goes beyond design. For collectors, what makes this Virginia quarter especially exciting is the presence of rare minting errors and low population variants that turn this common coin into an absolute legend. Millions were made, yes, but only a handful were struck with the kinds of mistakes that collectors dream of. Some of the most valuable versions include double die errors, where parts of the design, like the ship's sails or text, appear slightly doubled. These errors are extremely rare, and the more dramatic the doubling, the more valuable the coin. There are also off-center strikes, where the image is shifted due to the coin not being properly aligned during minting. Other valuable errors include die cracks, where raised lines appear across the coin's surface due to stress in the minting equipment. These are all signs of flawed beauty, imperfections that make the coin one of a kind. And let's not forget the Holy Grail, a proof coin struck on the wrong planchet, meaning it was mistakenly minted on a coin blank meant for a different denomination or metal. These bizarre minting mistakes are almost never seen, and when discovered, they can send shockwaves through the collecting world. Collectors crave these coins not only for their rarity, but also because they represent something unusual, a glitch in the system that escaped unnoticed into circulation. Imagine the odds of finding one. A coin that looks ordinary to the untrained eye but, under close inspection, reveals a secret that could be worth a small fortune. That it's not just about having a Virginia quarter. It's about finding the right one. Condition matters. Errors matter. And certification from a grading service can be the key that unlocks its full value. Coins rated in mint state condition, especially those with dramatic, visible errors, are where the serious money starts flowing. Now, here's the moment every collector and coin hunter waits for. You're probably wondering, what's the highest price someone's paid for one of these rare Virginia quarters? The answer might surprise you. Point one extraordinary example, featuring a flawless mint error and preserved in pristine condition, was authenticated, certified, and sent to public auction. The final price tag left everyone stunned. That coin sold for an eye-watering total of $80,000. Yes, you heard that right. A single quarter, released into the world in the year 2000, sold for the equivalent of what some people spend on a luxury car or even a home deposit. All because of a tiny flaw and a little luck. So the next time you're counting out change, don't just pass over that quarter without a second glance. Take a moment. Look closely. That ordinary-looking Virginia coin might just be your ticket to something extraordinary. It might be more than 25 cents. It might be history in your hands, or even a life-changing discovery. Top 3, we're heading out west, to the land of deserts, wild mustangs, and silver mines, because we're diving into the story of the 2006 Nevada State Quarter. And trust me, this is no ordinary quarter. Some versions of this coin are turning heads in the collecting world and fetching unbelievable prices. So grab your magnifying glass and pay close attention. This could be your lucky day. Let's start with the basics. In 2006, Nevada became the 36th state to be honored in the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program. The design? Absolutely stunning. On the reverse of the coin, you'll see 3 wild horses galloping through the rugged Nevada landscape, surrounded by sagebrush and backed by snow-capped mountains. Above them, the words "The Silver State" proudly wave, honoring Nevada's rich mining history and its place in the heart of the American West. But here's the thing. While this coin may look like just another quarter to most people, it has captured the imagination of collectors around the country. Why? Because a very small number of these coins have rare, unexpected minting errors that make them extremely valuable. These aren't just small flaws. They're eye-catching mistakes that transform a common coin into a collector's dream. Let's talk about what to look for. First, one of the most exciting errors is the double die, where parts of the design, like the lettering or horse outlines, appear slightly duplicated due to a misalignment during the minting process. It's subtle, but for those who know what to look for, it's a golden signal of rarity. Next, we have off-center strikes. These are coins that weren't perfectly lined up when stamped, causing the image to shift or even cut off. The more dramatic the off-center strike, without losing key design elements, the more valuable the coin becomes. And then there are coins struck on the wrong planchet, meaning the quarter design was accidentally stamped onto a coin blank intended for another denomination or metal composition. These types of errors are exceptionally rare and almost never seen in circulation. Some Nevada quarters also display die cracks or cuds, raised lines or blobs caused by a damaged die. While not as dramatic as a double strike, these features still grab attention from collectors looking to complete unique sets or own something truly one of a kind. But rarity alone isn't everything. Condition plays a huge role. If your Nevada quarter has one of these rare errors and is in mint state, meaning it shows no signs of wear, still has its original luster, and is professionally graded, that's when things start to get really exciting. Now, imagine finding one of these rare coins in your pocket change. Sounds like a long shot? Sure, but people have done it. These coins weren't minted for collectors only. They were released into everyday circulation, meaning the next one you spot at the bottom of a coin jar could be worth far more than 25 cents. And that brings us to the part you've been waiting for. How much can a rare 2006 Nevada State quarter actually be worth? One such coin, featuring a dramatic minting error, perfectly preserved in uncirculated condition, was authenticated and certified by a top-tier grading service. When it went to auction, it didn't just surprise. It shocked the collecting world. That single Nevada quarter sold for an incredible $78,000. Yes, you heard that right. $78,000 for a quarter that once could have bought you a pack of gum. It's a jaw-dropping reminder that sometimes the most ordinary things can hold extraordinary value to us. Oh, don't underestimate that loose change. Take a second look. You never know what kind of treasure you might be carrying in your wallet or hidden in your piggy bank. Top 4, we're traveling deep into the American South, to the heart of culture, jazz, and history, because we're talking about the 2002 Louisiana State Quarter. This isn't just another shiny coin in your change. Oh no. For a select few lucky collectors, this little piece of metal has become a golden ticket. And today, we'll tell you why. Now, the Louisiana State Quarter was released in 2002 as part of the U.S. Mint's iconic 50 State Quarters program. Each coin in the series was crafted to celebrate the unique spirit of a U.S. state, and Louisiana's design didn't disappoint. On the reverse of the quarter, you'll find an outline of the state, a trumpet representing the birthplace of jazz, and a pelican in flight, the state bird. But the most fascinating part? A tiny map showing the Louisiana Purchase, the legendary 1803 land deal that doubled the size of the United States. Beautiful? Definitely. Historic? Absolutely. But let's talk about what really makes this coin exciting for collectors: the rare errors. These aren't just cosmetic imperfections. These are minting mistakes so rare they transform an ordinary coin into something truly extraordinary. One of the most desirable errors found on the 2002 Louisiana quarter is the double die, where parts of the design, such as the text or trumpet, appear slightly duplicated. It's the kind of error that happens when the coin die strikes the planchet more than once in slightly misaligned positions. It's subtle to the untrained eye, but to a collector, it's the jackpot signal. Another rare variation comes in the form of off-center strikes. This is when the coin wasn't properly aligned during minting, causing the design to shift noticeably to one side. Some examples have been found with as much as 10% to 30% of the design missing, and those, my friends, are highly collectible. Then there's the lesser-known but equally valuable wrong planchet error. That's when the quarter design was accidentally stamped onto a coin blank mint for another denomination, like a dime or a foreign coin. These freak occurrences are incredibly rare, and they make the coin a one-of-a-kind item, often sought after by high-end collectors. That let's not forget die cracks or cuts, little raised lines or bumps caused by a worn or broken die. They may look like minor flaws, but they can add serious value when found on the right coin, especially when combined with high-grade condition. Now, the condition of the coin is just as important as the error itself. A Louisiana quarter that has been through years of vending machines and pockets won't carry the same weight as one that looks untouched. Coins in mint state, meaning they are uncirculated and still retain their original shine, are the ones that really turn heads at auctions. If it's been professionally graded and preserved, even better. So, here's the exciting part. While most Louisiana quarters are still worth just 25 cents, the rarest examples, with the right error, in pristine condition, have been known to shock even the most seasoned collectors. There was one such coin, a 2002 Louisiana State quarter, struck with a stunning double die error and preserved in uncirculated condition. It was evaluated, authenticated, and eventually sold at a high-profile numismatic auction. And the final selling price? An unbelievable $75,000. If that's right, $75,000 for a single quarter. Imagine the possibilities. That coin could be sitting in an old coin jar, tucked inside a drawer, or even resting in the palm of your hand right now without you realizing it's own next time you're sorting through spare change or flipping through your coin collection. Keep a close eye on that Louisiana quarter. Look for the errors. Check the condition. You might just be holding a tiny piece of history that's worth a small fortune. Top 5, we're diving into one of the most surprising coins in the State Quarter series, the 2008 Oklahoma Quarter. And trust me, you'll want to check your change after this. Released in 2008, the Oklahoma State Quarter was the 46th coin issued in the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program. It beautifully represents the state's natural heritage with a design that's hard to miss. The scissor-tailed flycatcher in mid-flight, wings spread across the coin, flying above a field of wild Indian blanket flowers. It's one of the most detailed and elegant designs of the entire series. But behind that beauty lies a potential hidden treasure. While millions of these coins were produced, not all Oklahoma quarters are created equal. In fact, some versions have become legends in the world of coin collecting. All thanks to rare minting errors that transformed a simple quarter into a one-of-a-kind collectible point. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die. Imagine looking at the word Oklahoma or the bird's wings and noticing a faint second outline, almost like a shadow. That's no trick of the eye. That's a double strike, caused when the die stamps the coin twice but slightly out of alignment. Double die errors on state quarters are rare enough, but on the Oklahoma design, it's even more unusual, making these coins extremely valuable. Then there's the off-center strike. Instead of the design being perfectly centered, part of the bird or the text might be shifted toward the edge or even partially cut off. The more dramatic the off-center strike, while still keeping key parts of the design visible, the higher the value climbs. Another rare occurrence is the wrong planchet error. That's when the Oklahoma quarter design is mistakenly stamped onto a blank mint for another coin, like a nickel or even a foreign coin. These errors are incredibly rare and highly prized by collectors for their uniqueness. But even without errors, if your 2008 Oklahoma quarter is in mint state, that means no scratches, no circulation wear, just sharp detail and a flawless surface. It could already be worth much more than face value. Combine that pristine condition with a rare error, and you've got yourself something truly special. Die cracks, filled dies, and clipped planchets are other errors collectors look for. All signs that the coin didn't come off the press perfectly, which ironically makes it more valuable. The very flaws that would disqualify something in other industries are exactly what make coins like this desirable in the numismatic world. Now here's where it gets really exciting. One particular Oklahoma quarter, featuring a dramatic and clear double die error, struck in mint condition and verified by professional grading services, was recently sold at a major auction. It wasn't just rare, it was in nearly perfect condition, a true gem among coins. And the final selling price? Brace yourself, that single Oklahoma quarter sold for an astonishing $73,000. Yes, you heard that right. $73,000. For a coin you might have in your pocket right now. That's the magic of coin collecting. Hidden value where you least expect it. So don't just toss your change aside. Take a closer look. Flip that quarter over. That little bird flying across the coin could be carrying a fortune. That if you enjoyed this story and want to uncover more incredible coin finds, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss the next hidden treasure. Until then, happy collecting, and may your next quarter be worth far more than 25 cents.